in week 1. I mentioned those 5 touchdown passes. Winston only threw the ball 20 times for 148 yards, so he made the most of his passes. And in doing so, he became just the 3rd player since 1950 to throw 5 touchdowns in his first start with the team. He also became just the 4th player in Saints franchise history to throw 5 touchdowns in a game. Dan, what did you see from Jameis when you watched the tape?
Yeah, when watching the game live, I was like, nah, he was okay.
Yeah,
I remember
we were all
texting
mad
you
at
guys,
for
right?
that.
Like, I don't know what the big deal is. And then I rewatched the tape. Jameis was absolutely fantastic. But for me, it wasn't the touchdown passes. It was some of his other decisions. There's a 2nd and 5, no one's open, great. Tuck the ball and go run. Something that we haven't seen be a part of Jameis Winston's game in the past. 3rd and 8, he's going to get pressure off his left side. I've seen him force this ball downfield before. Instead, he tucks it and run. We're going to get a little play action fake. 1, 2, 3. That's just his 4th progression in this read. That's what I loved about yesterday. Now, my favorite play was the actual bomb to Harris for the touchdown. The reason is because it's 31-3. The game is over. You have dominated the stats. There's no reason for you to make that throw unless you have trained yourself to just play the play. You know, not be committed to what the game situations but just go make the play. I thought Jameis was fantastic.
That was one of only 2 attempts by Winston over 20 yards. The other one was incompletion to my beloved Marquez Callaway. This one, of course, was a perfect throw.
Beloved.
But I thought that was interesting, right? Because we were wondering, okay, not only what iteration of Jameis are we going to see, but what is the Saints offense going to look like? He really didn't air it out. But the mere threat of him airing it out and the Packers' awareness that he has that capability, it just changes the way defenses play the Saints. I mean, over the last few years, you've seen defenses, notably recently the Bucs, with great success pressing, man coverage. Because why wouldn't you do that against Drew Brees? If you do that against Jameis Winston, you're going to get punished. I mean, the Packers did play a fair amount of man, which actually kind of surprised me how much they played. And Jameis punished them. He also punished them with his feet, taking off a few times, scrambling when they had their backs turned against him. This is an extremely balanced offense right now. And if this offense looks anything like they did Sunday the rest of the season, they're going to be one of the best in the NFL.
They will, and they're not at full strength yet. And listen, what was so impressive, like a word I never thought I would attach to Jameis Winston is efficient. He was efficient, man. When you think about the redevelopment of Jameis Winston, this was what Sean Payton was banking on.
Yes.
This was the relationship between Sean and Drew manifesting into Jameis Winston. And we talked about it ad nauseum, y'all. Sitting back and having a chance to watch football actually helps guys. Like, it's not always about 100 reps here, 100 reps there, 100 reps there. Jameis' situation was he had too many damn reps before anybody taught him how to play the position at a high enough level. So I think what you saw against Green Bay is who Jameis is going to be going forward, because Sean Payton has coached that for last year and a half.
I'm so glad you mentioned Sean Payton, because we always just talk about the job that Sean Payton
He didn't get enough credit, right?
I mean, all season long we're talking about the Packers and what weapons does Aaron Rodgers have, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Meanwhile, you got Jameis throwing touchdowns to Jawan Johnson, who just started playing the position, and Chris Hogan, who was playing lacrosse last year.
I'd say, Jameis, do it again. Handle success.
God bless America.
That's
it.
You guys mentioned him getting to sit and watch. He did that behind one of the greatest to ever do it in Drew Brees. But if you look at the future of this Saints offense in comparison to the past, their 35-point margin of victory yesterday, their largest in a season opener in franchise history. So that's true for the time that Drew Brees was there as well.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.